Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 15 of the Leverkusen series here on FIFA 18. In the last one we left off with Bayern Munich having a game in hand. After advancing towards this game against Rasenballsport Leipzig, you can tell here that they've lost that game in hand. They were 1 point clear and had a game to play. They've since lost their fourth game of the league season, and as such, the league title fight is still very much alive. With 6 games to go, 3 today, 3 tomorrow. You call it, because I haven't got a clue who's going to win this Bundesliga title, myself or Bayern Munich. There was no European football this year, so we have had the chance to concentrate more on domestic football than we ordinarily would do in future seasons. We got knocked out in the Deutsche Pokal earlier than I perhaps would have liked to as well. So if we're ever going to win the Bundesliga, this year's probably the year to do it, and then we can concentrate on other trophies in latter seasons. But we'll have to wait and see. Bayern Munich obviously will be favourites, being Bayern Munich and having the point lead. Of the two of us, if there was a side that was going to win their final straight 6 games, it's going to be them, not myself. But I'm at full strength. Other than Kevin Folland, everyone is at full ability and full stamina and full strength to take on what hopefully will be an easiest challenge against Leipzig. Then we've got Frankfurt and then Dortmund at the end of the episode, which is going to be the most difficult one. But we'll start with this one against Leipzig, where Timo Werner will of course be playing against his former side for the first time. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out any more of this series. Of course, there was an episode of the World Cup run-throughs that went live earlier on today as well. We started with Mexico, so check the channel page for that if you missed it. But let's go and win the Bundesliga, or at least attempt to win the Bundesliga, shall we? I accidentally skipped the pre-game menus, so I'll show you their starting lineup. It's a 4-2-2-2, which I believe they played last time. Their goalkeeper played very well against me as well, as did Upamecano. They've got Darmian at left back, Lars Stindl and Sabitzer up top, with Bruno and Bruma in the cam roles, and then Ilsander and Dama in the holding roles. So I don't know quite what to expect from Leipzig at home, but we have the best away record in the league, so we are favourites. Cross to Bender. Forward. Oh, nicely to Werner. Brandt will look to get it back to him. He's going to drop to Bender. Was on target, but that was never causing anyone any problems, really, was it? Not the best of first efforts, but we may get the opportunity for a second momentarily after. Bender could go again, and he has done. Oh, and he will get to it. It popped up off the defender, and as he swung, he couldn't adjust his feet in time, and that was tamely well high and wide. Wendell, play it down the line for Bailey to run onto, and he's got so much space here. Bernardo's trying to close me down, but can't get near me. Cross comes in. Oh, 2 of them in the way of each other. Lads, talk. Neither Werner nor Brandt was able to get a proper chance on goal there because they got in each other's way. Oh, it's infuriating. That certainly should be 1-0. But somehow they've managed to spoil the chance between the two of them. I think it did beat the keeper, and there was a man on the line that cleared it away. I think that looking for Bailey again, and he's gotten in behind for a second time. Now, can we find a teammate again? The answer could be yes, but Ilsander hooks it away acrobatically, and Leipzig live to fight another day. Although that day might be coming to an end sooner rather than later. Timo Werner turns well into Aranguiz. Get it out wide here to Bellarabi. Hit it early to try and catch the keeper out. Oh, and hooked away by the defender after the keeper makes the first save. It's going to drop to Aranguiz. Lovely turn. And the effort. Straight down the throat of their number 32 in goal. Well, Bender tackles that off Demmer. And Timo Werner is away. Sorry, Orban. You're not catching me. I said you're not catching me. Mistake from them to give away possession. Punished by their former player. On his left foot, a cross goal off the far post. I think Lars Bender just ran through the side netting, but we'll ignore that. Goal for Leverkusen. In that situation, you always favour Timo Werner. It's a really good finish. Scraping the post on its way into the side netting. We lead by a goal to 0. Bailey Timo Werner struggling to hold off with Meccano, but is able to do it. Oh, what a move this is. And Timo Werner again. I should have buried that. I tried to get him to turn and shoot on his right foot. But he just shot without turning. I don't know whether that's my fault or the fact that the game just registered my shot a little bit late. I'm not sure. Right. He's on his right foot this time. He still doesn't score. Good save by Galaxy, the goalkeeper. If we score now, it is outside of the allotted time. Well, he went for it last Bender, but nowhere near. Only the 1-0 at half-time. To Campbell, to Sabitzer. To Campbell again. Oh, nice turn from Kevin Campbell. Sabitzer gets tackled. Was a former Leipzig player that scored to give us the 1-0 lead. I thought Kevin Campbell going to go through there and be a former Leverkusen player that scored for them. Sabitzer lays that back to Olsanka, looks to scoop it over. It's rebounded straight back to him. Sabitzer, they have equalised, but not through Kevin Campbell. It's Sabitzer that side-foots that into the top corner. It's a very good finish. They're slightly lucky with the way that they kept possession in the first place when it came back off Bender there. And then he's played it through, but as a first time hit, you're not going to get much better there. Really, really nice finish from Sabitzer. They've pulled themselves level. That is superb. Tashayev driving forward, finds Sabitzer. Finds, thankfully, the hands of Krodecki, not the top corner. Tough in the mini-map, and from what you can see on your screen, so many people, they pushed forward for that move there, Leipzig, but they could have everybody back. They still can't deal with the pace of Timo Werner. Oh, he's missed it! No, Golovin in the middle. He just needed to be a couple of inches taller and his legs would have reached it. I can't believe it. That would have been a certain winner in the 90th minute. But it's not to be. Now here they come on the counter-attack. Jonathan Tah gives away the foul, trying to get Sabitzer off it. Free kick for Lars Stindl today. It's too far out really to shoot, you would have thought. You see what they do. It looks like they are going to lay it off. Indeed they do. And Sabitzer's looked to bend it, but Hradeki's right behind it. And I think that will be full time as I bowl the ball out. And indeed it is. We share the spoils away from home against Leipzig. Oh, only just been able to reach across Golovin, and we certainly would have won the game in the last moments. They only had one shot on target, Leipzig, despite having the lion's share of possession. Bayern beat Augsburg as well, so they do extend their gap at the top back to 3 points. Oh, it's incredibly frustrating. They are still within one game's reach. So we do still have a good chance of catching them if we can turn our goal difference around. Theirs is still better than mine. Right, Frankfurt next. Another month's worth of scout reports come back from Germany, and it appears Timo Bauer is going to be a very capable player. So rather than wait any longer, I will sign him up to my youth team. 77 to 94 is promising as well for this guy, but we'll wait just another month because you can see his overall valuation is 60,000. He's not actually that highly rated at present. If that, with 1 month more scouting, narrows to say 80 to 94 or 80 plus, 80 something to 94, then I will consider bringing Schulte up. But he's the only one so far that I would consider pulling up to the first team. 59 to 79, 68 to 92, valuation of 130k. We'll give him another month. But outside of, actually, let's have a quick look at Timo Bauer. 55 rated currently. We'll have to wait and see how he grows. I am curious to see what his weak foot and skill moves are, actually. So let's go and have a look at that now. And then we'll go and play Frankfurt. Central midfielder. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. That's not that bad. That's not that bad at all. And it's potential to get into the 80s and or the 90s. Might start training him soon. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Maybe we'll stop training Oriana. Well, actually, one thing someone asked me to do, and I did do it, but I did it off camera, was check and see what his status was. And it just says at the club since 2017. So whilst he is my Scout Future Star, doesn't have that high potential, which is a real shame. So I might stop training him and start concentrating, perhaps, on Timo Bauer instead. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm going to go and try and win this time against Frankfurt. Unfortunately, Bayern on match day 30 have won, so the gap at the top is now 6 points. So a win is essential here if we want to keep the title race alive. Zimmerman in goal for Frankfurt. 3 at the back, Abraham, Salcedo and Follett. 4 in midfield, Gatinovic and three others. Haller and Fabian sat behind Kevin Prince Boateng at striker. Mascarell, Fernandes and Muller in their midfield. The Christmas tree up top. Strange one. Let's see how they play. Have they just gifted me a goal? The answer's no. We could still do something from the corner. I don't know what they were doing defensively there. Timo Werner just ran up and got the ball. Brandt's up with a header. Oh! How's that not gone in? Oh my God. Jonathan Tah on the follow-up just instinctively reacted. I didn't have anything to do with that. He did it all on his own. Brilliant header from Julian Brandt. Powers it towards goal. Keeper dives away. It reaches Tah. It is a narrow angle. And to be fair, that's come off an arm. It's going wide anyway. Tah from there. Yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a defender. It's come at him quick and at height, and he's right-footed. And he's hit it with his left. But. Hand to ball, methinks. Wow. If I had handballs turned on, that's a penalty and a red card for their man on the line. Scenes. I was going to say I should be 1-0 up, but I shouldn't because it wasn't on target. But I still had a penalty, and they should be down to 10 men. I thought for a minute Timo Werner was going to score anyway there, but unfortunately I couldn't get the shot off. Bender back to Aranguiz. Go back to Bender, then into Timo Werner. Let's try again on this left-hand side to turn. No, Salcedo gets a foot in. We're decent, but not quite good enough yet to take the lead. So, into Werner. Cross there to Julian Brandt, who will get to that first and has the space to drive into, but not the ability to finish at the end of it. Oh, it's all one-way action in these opening 20 minutes. Bender with a header. Again, Zimmerman behind it. This time holds on rather than parrying it to another Leverkusen man. Bailey cuts that back to Julian Brandt. Into Aranguiz. Forward to Timo Werner. Still trying to get the lead here. Oh, what a ball. Please tell me you're onside, Bellarabi. He wasn't. Oh, even if it had gone in, it wouldn't have counted. But hell of a through ball. Bellarabi, was it borderline? No, it was quite clearly the wrong side. Keeper's done really well, though, to get across to that and stop it from going in. He's having a great game, Zimmerman. Frankfurt perhaps slightly fortunate at the back so far, but the goalkeeper is contributing to a solid defensive performance to this point. But will it continue for the full 90? We will wait and see. Bellarabi with the effort. Almost looks as if he got a touch on that. I think it was just as it was gathering pace and momentum, it just continued to fly up and up. Muller back to Salcedo. Muller again down the line. Fabian racing onto it. It's not even a challenge, is it, for Jonathan Tah to outmuscle him off the ball. There's so many bodies in the final third. It's actually quite difficult for me to play out from the back. This is a great move, and Haller draws to say about Hradecki. Didn't know what foot to show him onto there, because I don't know whether he's right or left-footed. As it happens, he took it on his left. It wasn't the worst effort. Salcedo with a header. That one's tame for the goalkeeper. Frankfurt looking to get themselves in front before half-time, but it wasn't too threatening. We've definitely had better chances, but to this point, neither team has scored. Muller on the run down the right-hand side here for Frankfurt. Cross comes in. Underneath it is Jonathan Tah. We'll get rid, please. Thank you. Fernandes nods that down to Mascarell. Haller around the corner. Gatinovic, good save. Win this. Thank you, Wendell. There's only 25 minutes left to go in this game, and it's still locked at no goals each. Oh, what's a foul? I thought I could get to the ball. Fabian with the effort, well held by Hradecki. Perhaps they'd have been better off taking the free kick in that situation, actually. Fernandes has stepped in there and lunged in to get to possession, but they're giving it straight back to me. Right, run, please, Karim. Timo Werner needs to get beyond those defenders, but he hasn't been able to. We'll get that down the line, though, to Julian Brandt. He'll turn inside. Brandt drill it across the back post. Fernandez in the way. Little Weiser should get to this first and does. Aranguiz turns well. Bender. Timo Werner's made the run. Timo Werner's in. He's onside, but Zimmerman makes the save. Oh, and hooked away. Getting closer and closer and closer. No surprise that yellow card's coming for Bender for a challenge I put in earlier on. 15 minutes left. They've made changes. I'm not going to. Not yet, at least. Aranguiz. I'll look for Julian Brandt. Drop the shoulder. Julian Brandt. Zimmerman. Go home. Keeps saving again and again. Up we go with Bailey. It's going to drop here to Lars Bender. Eventually gets it under control. Zimmerman saves again. Oh, and I can't get to it with Aranguiz to have a follow-up effort or to square it for a teammate. I've peppered their goal with shots all game. They just will not go in. Zimmerman is determined to keep a clean sheet. Just as determined to ensure that he doesn't get one. Back to Bailey. Drive around the outside. The defender thought I was going to come inside on my left. Bailey! Still, we remain goalless. Bailey takes the corner himself. Up goes Bender. Did that take a deflection off anyone? No, it didn't. Goal kick. To Haller, back to Kevin Prince. Oh, he's run past the ball there, Wendell. Bloody hell, don't do that to me. Round the corner there, won't reach Golovin because Jonathan de Guzman steps in. Stender returns and Lars Bender takes it away from him. Right, maybe a run I can use, please, Timo. Oh, he got caught there. No foul given. Hello, referee. Are you all right? I'd like a foul, please. 2 minutes added on at the end of the game. Trying to steal this off Nikolai Müller to have one more chance, but I can't get it off him. Jonathan de Guzman using those fresh legs to push around the outside. If any side's going to have a chance to go in front, it's going to be Frankfurt. They did have a chance, they didn't go in front, and it's back-to-back draws for us. That's frustrating. 11 shots, 6 on target. I could not find a way past Zimmerman. Time and time again, he sprung away to make the save. Oh, God, I have to hope then that we beat Dortmund. The gap is 5 points. We have to beat Dortmund, who are locked in a fight for Champions League football. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides on 43. And Gladbach on 42, Schalke and Berlin on 41, and Mainz on 40. And don't rule out Augsburg on 39. There are 4 points separating 4th from 12th. The Champions League fight is going to go all the way down to the final day. If we can get Bayern to drop points on this match day and we can beat Dortmund, then we can take the title all the way to the final day as well. Are Bayern going to play on the Saturday or are they going to play on the Sunday, same as us? I'm not sure. The USA will offer me the managerial job. No, thank you. I don't want it, Tar. Are Bayern going to play? They are, and they're going to win. Bollocks. Right. I have to beat Dortmund now. If I want to win the title this year, I have to beat Dortmund. Dortmund's starting lineup is as follows. Berkey in goal, Guerrero, Akanji, Toprak and Ander Kappa at right back. Julian Weigl, Shaheen and Roda in the middle. Strangely, Maximilian Philippe up top at striker with Andre Schürrle on the left and Yarmolenko on the right. Of course, we signed Isak and it appears they just haven't replaced Aubameyang since his move to Arsenal. They haven't brought a new striker. I don't know where Marco Reus is, I presume, on the bench. But Maximilian Philippe is the striker they're going with right now. They just haven't bought a striker, it doesn't appear. Maybe I could have a look in the menus after this game and see what their squad looks like. Because obviously if I look at team stats for competitions that I'm involved in, I can see the squad of all the teams involved in that league. So I could have a look at Dortmund's team and see if there are any strikers in their midst or whether they literally only had Maximilian Philippe and Alexander Isak after the sale of Aubameyang to Arsenal last season. I'm not sure if they've done anything in real life with regards to signing a new striker. I don't think so, at least I can't recall them doing so. Timo Werner has an effort there to give us the lead early on. Oh, Lars Bender turns well, blocked off Omar Toprak, and will be a corner here. This is effectively, to keep our title chances alive, a must-win game. But Sven Bender's going to have to do better than that if we are to win it. Win that, please, Mitchell. Andre Schürrle wins the header. We recovered. Oh God, what poor pass from Sven Bender. Poor pass from Sebastian Roda as well. Bender forward there into Bellarabi. Werner will spin and spin well. What is this? Oh shit! I couldn't see to take the shot. No. Here's Guerrero down the line there to Philip. Inside, Sven Bender gets there just before the man rushes through to set up another chance. Yarmolenko will take the corner. It's poor. Bellarabi only heads as far as Julian Weigl though. Oof. And they still get the chance. If he weren't for the good save of Hradecki, I'd be 1-0 down. Yarmolenko with a delivery. Again, it's not the best. Julian Brandt can only head that back towards where it came from, but he was fouled in the process. Bailey around the corner there to Julian Brandt. Through to Timo Werner. Surely, oh, what a save from Berkey. Still looking for the first goal of the game. Oh, still looking for the first goal of the game. Timo Werner with a great header at the near post. But again, is well saved by Berkey. Let's try another near post. Akanji heads away. Sven Bender's chasing after it. We'll get it down the line to Leon Bailey. We'll whip that towards the back post. Berkey will pick it up. To be fair, I think Bender was offside, but it was worth the attempt to try and find him. Looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half time, but no lack of trying on either team's part. Both have had decent chances. Both have failed to find the back of the net so far. I got to Schürrle. Nice tackle by Lars Bender. 25 minutes to go. I need a win. I really need a win if I'm to keep this title race alive. And Leon Bailey could be in behind to get that win for us here. Had to wait ages for the ball to arrive. Oh, penalty given. And a Kappa. I must have caught Leon Bailey as the ball was coming into the middle. My attention was in the middle where I was trying to turn the cross home. And he's gone to ground and caught me after the ball has gone into the box. I'm not sure whether that's a penalty or not. Nuri Sahin goes off and on comes the teammate. Who's got the best penalty? 71, 79 on Aranguiz. So Aranguiz will be the man to take it. Big moment. Big moment. Goal. Oh, I talk about stressful. Not the best of penalties from Aranguiz. But he gets to the rebound and tucks it home before the keeper can stand up. I just held my breath and went silent as I was concentrating, trying to make sure I turned home the rebound. 21 minutes to go. We finally have the lead in a game. It's taken a while. Didn't get the lead at all against Frankfurt. We've gotten it here against Dortmund. All I need to do now is hold on to it. Bender. Werner. I wanted to go to Brandt first before going across to Bellarabi, but as it happens, we've gone Brandt to Bellarabi to Brandt to Bellarabi, and Timo Werner will turn home a second. Big goal. Big goal. Not only is it a big goal for us, but it could be a big goal for Dortmund as well, in their hope in getting Champions League football next year. They had a game in hand on everyone around them, despite being on the same points tally as a number of other teams. Had they gotten a victory here or even a draw, it would have given them a little bit of breathing room to the other three teams that were locked on 43 points with them. But as it happens, they haven't been able to get the victory or even a draw. Unless something drastic happens in the last few moments, but I'd like to think it won't. We have a 2-0 lead. The league title campaign is still alive. It's hanging by a thread, but it is still alive. Throw for Dortmund. Guerrero finds Roda. Oh, Maximilian Philippe in space. Well, that might be why they are where they are in the league and not threatening for a title. How have you not only not hit the target, but missed by so far in that position? Completely unacceptable from Maximilian Philippe. Unbelievable miss. His manager will be furious. There is still time, or could have still been time, to find an equaliser for them in this game, had he buried that chance. But as it happens, they may only get the opportunity to score once more, and it won't be a goal that would see them get a point. It would be a goal that would lessen their defeat. Although, to be fair, they could perhaps do with a goal difference. Thought the referee was going to blow for a pen there as he went to ground. He didn't. We win by 2-0 against Borussia Dortmund. Now, what does that do for the title fight and the race for the top four with regards to everyone else? Oh, I'm not sure. Augsburg draw with Mainz. If they'd have won that, they'd have shot right up the table. Augsburg were the team in mid-table, weren't they, that were chasing, that were 4 points behind the fourth spot. So the gap is four points. Sorry, the gap is 5 points as we head into the final 3 games. It's still doable, but I am going to need Bayern to lose 2 of their 3 remaining games. Freiburg are down, Frankfurt are down, Dusseldorf are down. All 3 relegated sides already confirmed as of matchday 31. Schalke have a game in hand against Dortmund in 7th, and that's a derby as well. That could be, well, it will be huge for Champions League qualification for both sides. The fight for that 4th spot is very much on. Hoffenheim, if things go tits up, Hoffenheim could still catch me for 2nd, but the aim is Bayern at the top. And tomorrow we will have that season finale. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to this channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. I'll see you for that finale tomorrow.